The cryptocurrency markets have been going absolutely nuts lately. We're going to get into everything that's been going on and what you need to know. Alrighty guys, lots to talk about in today's video about cryptocurrency. We have lots of specific news to cover and discuss. And we also have some very interesting stuff going on with Terra Luna if you guys are interested in that as well. And a couple of cryptos that I'm planning on buying on the dips that we've been seeing lately. We have all of this and more, so you make sure you watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of this update. First things first though, guys, let's start here. As you can see, Bitcoin has pulled back significantly from its all-time highs, of course, in the later part, or the earlier part, I should say, of this year. And now we have pulled back significantly from there as well. Again, 45,000 was the last major high that we hit. Unfortunately, since then, we have pulled back significantly all the way down to lows of 29,000, guys. That is absolutely crazy and insane. One of the things, the reason I'm talking about Bitcoin is we know, of course, that Bitcoin does control the market and have a substantial hold on what the cryptocurrency markets tend to do. And this is a great way, of course, to like view that and have a good sense of what that's going on. We also, of course, if you look at the MACD, have a pretty substantial classic technical kind of pattern here that we're observing literally live. As you can see, when it goes below the 200-day MA, that is when we obviously see significant amounts of bear pressure. And same thing here, the lines are just far too apart for there to be some massive upward or bullish momentum, as we've seen in the past over here and over here. So keep that on, guys. Very important that we go above that 20-day SMA or MA rather to see some massive movement towards the side. But again, still very oversold here. Kind of seeing a bounce back up towards the upper side of things. If you look at the overall cryptocurrency market, most of the cryptocurrency coins that we talk about on a normal basis are up today. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Ethereum back in the $2,000 range. Not too bad there, by the way. But again, most of these cryptocurrencies are recovering quite nicely. However, I wouldn't be so sure of it. I do think that this is a dead cat bounce, and this is something that, again, I'm not going to be buying heavy on the dips quite yet. I said I wanted to wait for a further what you might call a pattern to be established, and unfortunately, again, I think that we might be in a dead cat bounce right now. So keep that in mind. If you don't know what a dead cat bounce is, it's basically where, of course, cryptocurrency markets sell off substantially, and we see basically all of a sudden a little green, right? We see a couple of green days, and everybody thinks, oh, okay, the dip's over, like we're good to go. Unfortunately, sometimes that's not the case, and of course we see a massive push back down to the downside, which of course caused a few issues there as well. We're going to get into some really interesting news articles that I want to talk about today, guys, that I think you guys are really enjoy. First things first though, guys, make sure you of course join our private Discord with the second link down in the description below, and join our premium membership, guys, with the Join Premium channel. Some of the benefits that you get with that, guys, you get our buy and sell alerts that we do on a pretty much daily basis. We trade crypto, we trade stocks, we trade everything, guys, and I think you guys really enjoy our analysis and the fact that you can literally talk to us on a one-on-one basis. We try to respond to everybody that talks to us. Again, it's a hard process. There's a lot of people in the Discord, but hey, we try to do it because we appreciate you guys and what you guys do for this channel. But of course, hit that second link down in the description. Oh, we have two offerings at this time. We have the $200 offering, which you can save a little bit of money there compared to the $30 a month if you're in it for a substantial period of time. Again, it's only one time that you have to pay that. But if you just want to try it out, you can always do the $30 per month tier as well and get in there, guys, and get some of the benefits of that. And I think you guys will really enjoy it as well. And again, here is the first little piece of news that I want to get into. Whales are buying Litecoin ahead of a Mimblewimble upgrade. Recovery ahead? ? So if you guys are familiar with what's going on Litecoin right now, Litecoin has seen some pretty substantial losses, unfortunately, since then. And again, there's a lot of crypto mumbo jumbo, highly technical blockchain jargon that I would love to sit here for the next 3 hours and explain to you guys if you guys aren't familiar with that. But just kind of the emphasis of this is basically that they're planning on doing a kind of interesting web test net that they're going to be rolling out relatively soon. And of course, also they're hoping to push Block or Litecoin beyond $100 with this Mimblewimble edition. I don't know if that's possible, but again, either way, it's always cool to see project leads try to do something innovative, and I think this is very innovative. This next one I think is really interesting. This is for your Terra Luna folks out there who have been following this closely. 90% of the preliminary vote participants are against Do Kwon's proposal to fork Luna. So this is interesting. If you guys don't know what this is, let me catch you up really quickly. So we know, of course, Luna has crashed significantly all the way down to literally sub-zero levels. We are in, tenth, hundredth, millionths of a cent at this point with Terra Luna. And of course, what's very interesting about this is through a poll, over 90% of the participants in the preliminary vote are against Do Kwon's proposal to fork Luna. Forking Luna, what Do Kwon is proposing here basically is essentially creating a fork off of what current Luna ecosystem exists. He's going to basically take that and create what's called Luna Classic, which will be essentially a way that kind of drives not only the attention but also the liquidity away from the original token Luna, which will hopefully, in theory, is what he's thinking, basically will drive the price up of that different coin. Unfortunately, though, a lot of people are against this, and the main reason, though, being is that a lot of people lost money on this. And a lot of people, what they don't want is they don't want just another crypto that they can invest in. They want their money back. They want either some type of like airdrop type thing or whatever. And they did discuss that they might be doing an airdrop, but there's no guarantees with that even the people who are involved with it, even you or I, will get something out of that airdrop. As you can see here, lots of voters are saying no. And this is just a really bad time for Terra Luna's ecosystem, guys. And again, hopefully they can come to a relatively peaceful and, of course, mutual decision that will benefit everybody involved. But for now, guys, it's looking a little bit, kind of weird there. But either way, keep in mind that that's what's happening. Next thing. This is actually really interesting. Binance's Luna investment, which was worth over $1.6 billion, guys. They have obviously $1.6 billion in their reserves that they can obviously shell out to people as an exchange. That's what they do. It's now less than $3,000, and the CEO is moving to protect users, guys. They have lost so much money on investing in that, not investing in it, but holding that, just holding it, so that way they can obviously dish it out to users like you who wanted to buy it. Of course, the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, had the potential to reap mega earnings from Terra's UST algorithmic stablecoin before it crashed last week, along with its sister cryptocurrency Luna. And of course, we know that in 2013, Binance put over $3 million into Luna, receiving 15 million tokens at that return. Now, it seems that the CEO is actually a little bit upset about this, and he has talked literally about the tokens now being worth less than $2,391. Guys, that's nuts. But despite Binance's losses, Zhao said that he wants retail traders who lost money during Luna's crash last week to be reimbursed before Binance is. To lead by example on protecting users, Binance will let this go and ask the Terra project team to compensate the retail's users first and Binance last, if ever. If ever is a very important part there, guys. I don't think Terra Luna, unfortunately, is planning on really giving anybody any kind of money as far as, compensation for losses here. Again, unfortunately, that's not really what Terra Luna is really, I think, pushing forward to. So keep that in mind, guys. But hey, at least the Binance CEO is on our side. He's like, hey, these guys lost a lot of money, and if anybody's going to get the money back, if anybody's going to get any kind of compensation, it should be the holders. It should be the people that invested in your project to begin with and took the risk, right? I think, in my opinion, as well. So also $3 billion in Bitcoin was sold in a last-ditch attempt effort to save the UST stablecoin from a collapse. This is interesting because when you actually think about it, again, those Bitcoins would have been enough liquidity that might have been able to kickstart it, but didn't really work. Let's read a little bit more about that, though, and see. Investors who have been eager to find out what happened with $3 billion worth of Bitcoin bought up by the crypto firm Terra is back to its failed stablecoin. Now they've got their answer. So, as you can see, Luna Foundation Guard, a fund set up by Terra creator Do Kwon, said Monday it spent all of its Bitcoin in its reserves last week in a futile attempt to save Terra Luna, or UST for short. The foundation had accumulated a total for more than 80,000 Bitcoins, which was worth nearly $3 billion just last week, as well as other tokens, including BNB, Tether, USD, and Avalanche. Kwon had promised to use the Bitcoin in an event of a dramatic fall in the value of UST, and in a series of tweets, Luna Foundation said it transferred over 52,189 Bitcoins to trade with a counterparty as UST fell below its intended $1 peg. A further 32,206 Bitcoins were sold by Terra directly in a last-ditch effort to defend the peg, the foundation said. As Monday, Luna Foundation Guard has spent over 313 Bitcoins left in its reserves, which is worth approximately about $9.3 million. The firm said it would use the remainder the remainder of its $85 million in crypto assets, including some BNB and Avalanche, to compensate remaining users of UST. So here's the big deal, right? If you were a Terra Luna investor, not really looking like there's a lot of compensation possibility there. Now, if you're a UST investor, it seems that with this language compensating remaining users, there may be some type of relief there. Don't quote me on that though, guys. That's what Terra Luna is saying in specific, compensating remaining users. We don't even really know what that means, if it's going to mean anything. So please keep that in mind, guys. There's so much happening in the crypto world right now, guys. And again, it's just a crazy, crazy time to be in crypto and to be an investor as well. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about all of this. But other than that, I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.